integration suite persona and what is the capabilities integration suite comes with on BTP. Then each component of integration suite will learn like CPI, API management, event mesh, integration advisor, and integration assessment, migration, edge integration cell, all of it. We'll look at why we are using all of them, what is the what role they have, or how they may work all together, right? So we'll see on those perspective. We'll try opening the system also and having some look there as well. Definitely, I would not be able to configure all of it, but I'll just connect the dots, right? How it works, and maybe I'll show some of the things in the system as well. So generally, we provide training on BTP solution architect, BTP development, low code, no code, integration suite, DevOps, security, administration, all of it. Okay. And if you look at our playlist in our YouTube channel, for each of BTP segments, you will have 5, 10 videos here, and you also have a playlist for integrations as well. Okay. If you want to maybe a bit go deep dive, you can look at the playlist what we have here. Yeah. So this is this integration suite playlist, and it has 6, 7 videos in it. Okay, which gives more time. Which anyway, I'll give a quick overview all of it, right? But if you want to maybe go a bit deep into understand, okay, you can just refer these videos. If you wanted to reach out to us or something, I can share you a quick details about us. And guys, we keep conducting these workshops. Okay, and next month again we have a planned workshop for enterprise BTP enterprise architect. Okay. And if you want to get update on all of this regularly, there is a channel I have given here. It's a workshop update you get here. Okay. Again, we have a workshop on cloud ALM and Joule. Okay, next month. So if you want to get updated, please go and join this community, or else I've given you YouTube channel list, website to contact us or contact me. You can directly reach out to me using this. So just wanted to give a detail if you wanted to reach out and have any query related to anything. Okay, let's get started with our topic. The very first thing which I wanted to pick up here is integration personas. What do we understand by integrations? So generally, guys, today I would like to draw some diagrams. Maybe I'll not be, just running PPTs as, so I will just try writing some diagrams. What is integration? There is one system, okay? And there is another system. These two systems are there and they wanted to talk to each other. Why? Maybe this system wants to fetch data from here. All right. So this system can fetch data from here, or this system can send data to here. Again, this system can fetch data from here and this system can send data to here, right? Why? Because this system needs data to maybe show some details to the users who are accessing the system, right? Or maybe this system is a reporting system. So you fetch data and then you will create charts, graphs, stories, dashboard to show insights of that data, right? Could be many cases. So anyway, I'll take a bit better example going forward, but at a very general level, two systems need to talk to each other. They want to exchange data, and that's why we need integrations to happen, right? So now when I say personas of integration, so we have one standard integration and custom integration. What do you understand by standard integration? What happens? Let's say let's take example. This is a very popular tool. Okay, let's say I will call it's a Salesforce. Yeah. Yeah. And this is again a popular tool. I would say any SAP system, let's say uh, mm, S4 HANA, right? Let's keep it something which is known to everyone, right? S4 HANA, right? Now, a customer can use a Salesforce for maybe marketing purpose or sales purpose, but for ERP purpose, they are using S4 HANA. There are cases, I'm not saying it's true or false. There are cases when two popular solutions are there. So the Salesforce, when Salesforce is developing its product, they always create some connector here to connect to the popular systems directly, okay, and fetch data from there. So there are most of systems you will have a landscape. They will have a option of connectivity, and they will follow a standard connection. Okay. And what will happen? They will go and integrate it. So generally the standard connection, what any system will have, that is called this standard integration. But what happens? There are many time it happens. This is a Salesforce, but this is, let's say, any delivery partner system, right? Delivery partner. And let's say this is not a uh, I would say well-known system, right? So Salesforce will not create any connector for this system. In that case, you would need a separate one tool in between. Because why you need? The data which is stored here behaves separately. The data stored here, this system behaves separately. This might be can send data in JSON, but this kind cannot receive in JSON. This may understand in XML, right? So and this can use HTTP protocol, but this system say, hey, I only know OData, right? So due to the incompatibility between these systems, you need a separate tool. Okay, you need a separate tool. And this separate tool will be powered by most of ways any system may be able to communicate. So we call generally this is a middleware tool. Middleware tool means now this tool need know how to talk using OData, how to talk using HTTP, how to talk using SOAP, REST, how to talk into data store adapt, like different adapters. Adapter means that different type of connections, right? It can adapt, right? So it knows. So now what we can do? You can connect this system with middleware system, okay? And then this middleware system can connect to this system also. Now easy, right? Because this knows the way it communicates, and this also knows the way they will communicate, and then they can make this connection work, right? So everywhere, it's not about guys SAP. Like a customer may use some Oracle solution, they are using some IBM solution, they are using some SAP solution, they are using some Microsoft solution, they are using any maybe very new solution which just launched, but they are doing very well, so they are using it, right? So in that case, to make everything work together, you need to integrate them, and it is not always true that every system will have a standard connector for it, right? Let's take example. Let's say it's the integration tool itself. Like it has connectivity, it is running in a sub account of BTP. Okay, it has a connectivity facility, but it will only when you create a connection here, and these connection you will create what my integration suite can handle, can support, can consume directly, right? Let's say if I open, let's say Signavio, right? Signavio is a system, right? In Signavio also, Signavio is a type of system. It also has many connectors available with it. Okay. So if I go into, let's say if I say data process intelligence, it means I want to fetch data from different systems, process related data. And I want to do, let's say, some intelligence. I want to check whether process is getting followed properly or not, whether process are not well defined. Is there any redundancy in the process? So the intelligence tool can really help me to analyze it and then remove the redundant process steps may be involved, right? So see, you can create a connection here. Now Signavio can really create a connection here. It has these many standard connection from where. But let's say there is a system comes which is not in this list, then what you will do? You cannot create integration right now. Now you have to be dependent on tool. Now the third system which is with from which Signavio is fetching data from, again the way it communicates different, the way it sends data is different, a lot of things can come, right? So that's why these are the standard integrations what you have. But then, sorry, anyone is saying something? Okay. Okay, I'll go ahead. So guys, please be on a mute if you're not speaking. So now you need an integration tool in this. So we have SAP PIPO, which is brought by SAP on-premise, right? We have MuleSoft, right? We have integration tools offered by Azure, or we have integration suite, which is nothing but the updated version of PIPO, right? Which is running in a cloud. So when integration suite is offered by SAP, and PIPO again offered by SAP, but this runs in on-premise and this runs on a cloud on BTP, right? Definitely, there are a lot of benefits we have using integration suite over PIPO. That maybe we can look into it. But why we need integration tool, that is important. So if you see a standard integration, and generally, guys, this integration is done by the administrator of that system. So let's say Signavio administrator is there, right? He will create this connection. You don't need integration consultant who come and develop integration, right? So all integration, whatever will happen with the standard options, right? Signavio administrator itself will do it. He will not take maybe help of a separate consultant who will come, an integration consultant who will design. So what integration consultant will do, that anyway we are going to pick up in some time. Okay, so you see that. So custom integration, there you need an integration consultant who should know different ways how the connectivity can happen, different type of protocol he should understand, right? Different ways a system can communicate, he should understand different patterns, how the integration can happen, he should understand. So this integration is done by a specific administrator of that system. But same system, if you getting used with any system which cannot directly communicate, then that integration with done by integration suite consultant. Okay. Now I will come on. I will come on. It was a very generalized discussion about integration, but I would now come into the SAP integration suite. Guys, SAP integration suite is a one of the tool we have available on BTP. So generally in BTP, we can create sub account. Guys, BTP offers security related tool. BTP offers data analytics related tool, DevOps related tool, application development, AI related tool, and it offers integration related tool. Generally, this is the part of someone administrator or solution architect will design this landscape, and somewhere your integration suite would be running in one of the BTP sub account. Okay. And there is one more tool called eventmesh. Actually, SAP is planning to add this also within integration suite, but still it is running separately. Okay. So integration suite is one tool, eventmesh is another tool. These are two different tools, right? But we call them, they both are related to integration. So we keep them it together in a directory. I don't have time to, teach directory and all. So if you just see here, this is my global account. Okay. And there is sub account has been created in which integration suite is running. Yeah. So how to subscribe integration suite, how to entitle it from global account, that is all administrative task. I would not invest much time in this, but I had conducted a workshop on free workshop on solution architect or administrative. You can go and check in my playlist. There I have seen how you can assign entitlement, very basics, what is global account, what is sub account, that all we have taught there if you want to look at it. Okay, so now our target areas, you see there is a sub account. If I go into global account, in global account, you will see there is a sub account has been created. Okay, and in this sub account, my integration suite is running. If you want to access this integration suite, you just hit the URL and integration suite will get launched, and now you can start working on it, right? So this is how generally where it is placed on. I just wanted to show, and you see that this is your complete BTP landscape, but still you have a lot of other system like success factor, fieldglass, concur, Signavio. So now let's say success factor wants to talk to concur, or concur want to talk to fieldglass or Signavio or Ariba, right? All of this. Now the integration between all of this, even on premise solution or among this and all of this, that all will be managed centrally here, which is not a standard integration, guys. All the custom integrations will be handled here in all, they will be developed here in integration suite, which will run in separate sub account on top of BTP. Okay, so just wanted to show you the placement across the complete landscape. Now we'll talk about different capabilities our integration suite is, and we'll pick up one capabilities and we'll understand what is the use of them, whether they all can work together also, right? In what scenario they may work together, I will give you some idea. Okay, so these are the different capabilities your integration should offer. So guys, previously we had a separate tool called CPI, we had a separate tool called API management. Okay, we had separate tool, these were, but now SAP took a decision that let's do one thing, let's name one tool as an integration suite and club all of them in one. Okay, so now they came up with the idea called integration suite. Integration suite is having CPI is one of the tool within it, one of the service within it. Okay, it also has API management, and it also had integration assessment, trading partner management, integration advisor, integration cell, all of edge integration cell, all of it has. Okay, and migration assessment, all of this we have, which will pick up one by one and understand. So very first thing we'll understand cloud integration, what is iFlow and all. Okay, first let's understand integration one with one more big, a bit better example. Now I just took example of two systems want to talk to each other, that was very generic. So let's take a real example which you may face in real time industry. Okay, I have taken a very popular example in my last workshop, and I would even take that. Let's say you have IKEA, no? So you are, let's say IKEA is your customer and you are helping them. So IKEA have multiple systems. Let's say IKEA has S4 HANA, okay, where they take care of all the production planning, manufacturing, sales distribution, all of this they manage their order processing and all, everything they manage there. Okay. Now ERP, right? So what IKEA does, guys, IKEA develop, manufacture a lot of household products, bed, sofas, table, chairs, a lot of household things it delivers, manufactures, right? So let's say they have a S4 HANA system, which they're using as a ERP tool. Now they will also have a website, right? Website where they have listed all their products, right? So I'll say, let's say website here, and where they have listed all their products, right? Also, they have one more system which is managing the inventory, right? Or warehousing, inventory management system. Okay. Okay. There is one more system. There is one more system they have. It's not maybe their system, but they have done tie-up with one delivery partner, because people will go and purchase things on website. Now it should get delivered, right, from inventory warehouse, wherever it is, right? So let's say they are using DHL as a delivery partner. Okay. Now, to make this all process happen, what is the process? First, let's understand. Okay. Now, a customer come and place order here. Okay. There is a customer who will come and place order here. Okay. Once he place the order, now the website should raise a request to check S4 HANA, hey, create a sales order. Let's say. Okay. It will say create a sales order. Now S4 HANA will say, I cannot create a sales order directly. Let me do one thing. Let me first go and check in inventory system and check whether inventory is available or not. Stock is available or not, right? So now it will raise a request to inventory system. Inventory system will check. Okay. So what it will do? It will say, hey S4, I see that there is a customer have ordered product ID this, quantity two, size this. So these all details it will send, and it will say price details also. Price details are mentioned here, right? It will be all validated. Now sales order need to be created, but before that S4 will say, okay, I will not create sales order until unless I confirm. So now the S4 HANA will say, okay, let's send the product ID and the quantity only. Just two things. Why? It doesn't need the customer data and all, right? So it just need to send two, three details, which is required for inventory management system. From all the data came from website. Website while might will send the customer detail, address, order ID, and everything. A lot of things it will send, right? It will send a product ID, all of this. But S4 HANA will send only relevant details need to send to inventory management system. Now, inventory management system will see, yes, stock is available. It will say fix the stock, block the stock, and reduce the global stock, and then reply back to S4 HANA, hey, the stock is available. You can go and confirm the sales order. Now, S4 HANA will go and say, website, yes, you can confirm the order, and you can say to the customer, yeah, your order is confirmed. And guys, it happens very quickly within a seconds. I'm showing this step by step, so I'm saying my maybe like this, but it happens very quickly. Now, what happens? Order, sales order is created, everything done. Now, S4 system again will say, we have to go and raise a request for delivery. So it will notify the DHL system. It will create a shipment request, delivery request, and will send what data? It will send the warehouse location, because inventory system will tell what is the place where, in which rack, in which location the product is placed, right? Now, these details it will give to S4 HANA. S4 HANA already have user address, right? All of that detail. It will send request to DHL. Hey, this is the product. This is placed in this warehouse in this location. Now the DHL team will go and pick up the order. They will raise a request. They will assign a consignment number, which will be shared with S4. Again, it can share that to website in a notification to the customer. Hey, this is your shipment number. Now you can track. So they can directly track with the DHL, but once DHL will deliver it, and then it will again confirm it is delivered, and it will let the website know that, hey, it is delivered, and the website, any person have an account on website, so he will get a notification on email. Okay, hey, your order is delivered now, right? So how this all will work, guys? This is now S4 doesn't know how to talk to DHL. Now S4 is your SAP system, but inventory management system maybe some Udo system they are using for inventory management, right? Website is running on Node.js. It is running somewhere in Cloud Foundry or Kaima, or maybe on-premise server. How they all will communicate? S4 doesn't know how to talk to inventory management system automatically, because this is done by some other product-based company. This is done by SAP, so they will not create standard connector with all of this, right? But you have to make this all work. Now, website sending data in XML. Now, S4 says, hey, I need JSON data in JSON. Okay, or S4 sending data in JSON. Now this says, hey, I don't know the JSON, convert in XML, right? Or website is sending total data, but here it need to send it needs to send some set of data, not all the data. So you have to split the data and send, right? Because inventory system just need 2-3 details. It doesn't need all the details. Right? And why you will say customer address here inventory system? No, not required. So you have to modify it. How you will able to do all of this? So guys, that's why you need a tool called Middleware tool, which is integration suite. So you'll apply integration suite here. You will apply integration here in this connection. Again, integration suite you'll apply here. Again, integration suite you'll apply here. Now, when I'm saying you will use integration suite in between, it means you will use the capabilities of integration suite in between. So what you will do? Now, in this scenario, this was a source. This was a target. Now, then this was a source. This was a target. Again, this was a source. This was a target. Again, this was a source. This was a target. See, multiple communication happening to and fro, right? And multiple source target communication is happening. So generally, in terms of integration, should we say CPI, iFlows? We are creating iFlows. So one sender system, one receiver system, or maybe there are 3 systems are involved in the communication, right? Very closely. Then we create iFlow for them. Now to complete, so there is one iFlow I'll create here, one iFlow I'll create here, one iFlow I'll create here, and here, right? And I will package all of them and will make a integration package. So one integration package can be like this. Now I just talk about one order manage, or like order is O2, like procure to pay, O2C, different and HR related processes are there, right? There are hundreds of different processes are running in the company. Now many of the system want to talk to many of them, right? Let's say you have 20 systems in landscape. First system might be communicating to 4, 5, 6, fourth, fifth, sixth system. Fourth system is communicating to third, 1 second, right? Maybe 10 system connecting to 11, 8th, and 15th. Now, due to any business scenario, they are talking to each other. So, guys, you need a tool which should centrally available, and you should be able to design this integration there. That's why if I show you the integration suite, you see this is integration suite. Now in integration suite, so guys, SAP also knows there are many systems are available in market. So SAP have already defined many scenarios like this. See, SAP have defined pre-delivered. Okay, I'll go to discover. SAP have defined many pre-delivered scenarios which a company may have. And as per multiple systems we may have, all popular systems we have. You see, 684 scenarios SAP have identified, which a business can have, like this is only one scenario. And SAP have by default created, see, if I just open one of this, okay, let's say in this cloud for customer integration with success factor. So some like this is one integration scenario. There's one business scenario for which SAP have created this package. And in this package, SAP have defined, see, multiple iFlows, 3 iFlows, because there are 3 communications happening between these 2 systems. 3 type of communication, right? Here we are having multiple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, approximately 10 communication are happening. So maybe if I open any other, so you will have multiple, if I just go back and search for something which may have multiple, right? Let me see if it has more. See, there are 4 artifacts here, right? You may have 20 artifacts here. Okay, guys, please go on a mute if you're not speaking. Okay, guys, you see, so you can design the iFlows, you can make a package, and then you can design iFlow, right? And this is what is the use of cloud platform integration CPI. This is the very first tool. Now, so generally what will happen? Let's make it a bit easier for you. You have these many system integrating, right? Let's pick up just one scenario. Now, website want to reach out to S4. Okay, so what I will do now, this, okay, so let me use this. This is your website. So only one instance I'm picking. Website. Now it want to talk to S4, right? Correct. So what will happen? Guys, you will say the website is a request sender and S4 is a request receiver. What request? Website is sending data and S4 is receiving that data. Okay. So now these 2 systems are not compatible automatically to connect. S4 doesn't have any standard connection to go and connect with website. So now you will create a iFlow here. iFlow. Okay. Now in iFlow, you will so now what would be the process will happen? So you will define a small process here, a small process. Okay, a small process. In this process, you will start the process. What you will do, you will start the process. I'll tell you what is that process. Okay, they will start the process, and also you have to end the process, right? What this is the integration process. Now, the website says that, hey, I can send data using HTTP. So now it will first send data into because guys, website may be sending some data to S4. Maybe it don't want to send all the data. It wanted to, let's say, order detail came. Now it don't want to send all the data, but only 3, 4 valid details it want to send, right? So once the website will deliver the order data here, but now before sending here, you want to convert it. Why? Let's say website is sending in XML and you want to change it to JSON. So you need to have a process defined which can convert JSON to XML. So I will use a small process, small function, a small function which will convert my JSON to XML. Maybe I am getting lot of data and first I want to split it. Okay, so what you'll do, you'll use data splitter here. So 10 details of order coming and only 2, 3 details you want to send, right? So you will split it, that only you will send. So generally, as per your requirement, you need to define this process. I'm starting. Starting means website will go and deliver data here. Now, whatever need to be processed here, right? Conversion and splitting, mapping, right? All of this will happen. And then once this is all done, now it will be sent to S4. So this integration suite actually, why we call SAP PO, process in orchestration. It means it is organizing a process using which it will make data compatible the way my S4 can consume it, or the required data only can consume it, right? So you will create an iFlow in which you will design a process, and you will start the process, you will end the process. So now this is the process, right? Now you need to send. So what can be the process? This is a one system, this is another system, right? Now how will get data in this? There are two ways. Either this system send data here, or my process can fetch data from here. Okay, so let's do this in integration suite. Understand it. So I will go in integration design. So guys, these are the standard integration which SAP have defined. A company may want to use it, so they don't need to start from scratch. They can use this and maybe modify a bit. But let's say you want to design integration from scratch. Okay, you want to design integration from scratch. So generally what I can do, I can create a package for as per my scenario. Then I can go ahead and I can add an artifact, you know. 1 second. Okay, I want to get, so let's say this is my, let's say there is a one scenario in which there are 10 communication happening. So one iFlow have created for one communication, second iFlow have created for second communication, third iFlow have created. So let's say I want to create one more communication. So I will create an integration flow here. Okay, now in integration flow, now it'll say provide the name. I'll say just name. I'll say website to S4. This iFlow communication would be website to S4, and I'll click on add. Okay, guys, this is very important concept. One thing I'm going to teach, and there are even integration, very good integration consultant don't understand it, guys. It have to be very clear to you, and it is going to be used across. So that concept which I'm going to teach you right now. Okay, see, this is the integration. Can anyone tell what is the meaning of sender? What is the meaning of receiver? Can anyone tell?
Sender is source system, receiver is destination system.
It means you're saying data is coming from where?
From
Like it means
sender,
data source, you're telling.
yeah, data source is coming from sender. In the integration process, it will be processed, and finally it will be sent to the destination system, which is the receiver.
Okay.
Target
Okay.
system
So
is the
so
receiver.
let me, it means you're saying this thing will send data here and it will be processed and sent. Let's say my integration want to fetch data then, and then process and send.
So um, integration wants
Then
to
data is
fetch.
coming, right? So who from where data? Then data source would be what? Sender or what?
Website will
So
be, website will be the sender and S4 is the receiver.
Okay. So okay, let's understand three various scenarios. Okay, three scenarios. This is one website is sending data. Let's say website don't know how to send data. Then what you will do? Now still you want to send it to, this. One second. Let's say there is possibility, right? Website don't know how to send data. Then what you will do?
Then you
Now,
from integration.
so we'll have to, what we have to
Connect
do?
to website. Connect to website.
It
Data
means now
source.
we'll have to fetch data from website, right? And then data source is what? Website is data source is still, right? Then, but website is not sender now here. We are fetching from here, right? Website is not sending it. We are fetching from integration suite. Guys, understand it carefully. This is big conception. This is not sender system, guys. This is a request sender. It is sending request here. Okay, what request? To send data. It also can request to get the data. Okay, so the first scenario was if my system is capable of sending data. Okay, so it will say that this is my source system. Okay, this is my source system. I'll say source system here. Okay, maybe I'll say, one second. I'll say request sender. Request sender. Okay, I'll save this. And guys, this is the request receiver. Definitely, guys, it will not say because there's a lot of confusion I have to do. I'm just trying to make this understand. Okay, and this request receiver. It is not system, guys. It's request sender, request receiver. Yeah, request sender can be a system. Request receiver also can be a system. That is, but this is request sender. This is request receiver. Receive. Okay, now I'll tell you why I'm saying this. Okay, let's say integration suite want to fetch data. You have to add here as a request receiver. So what will go? Integration will reach out here and will say if this will receive a request, that integration suite want to fetch data from here. But one more thing, you can add again a receiver. Let me add it. Receiver. Now this again is request receiver, but now integration can send data here. So if you integration want to fetch data and then send it here. So this is again request receiver to fetch data by integration suite. This again is the receiver only. But then data is coming from here to here. So this is not sender system. This is not a receiver system, guys. Data is coming from here to here, right? When integration want to fetch data from here, this is data from where it is going. Correct. But we'll add this as a request receiver. It means this system is receiving a request from integration iFlow to fetch data from here. And then second case, again, this will add as a receiver request. This system will behave as it is receiving a request that integration is sending data in this. In this case, a sender system is sending a request to send data into integration suite, or integration suite can send a request to receive a data from integration suite. This is not a sender system. This is not a receiver system. This is actually defining. Yeah, it can be a sender. It can be a source also. It can be a target also. But this is a request receiver. You cannot call it a receiver system. Getting my point or not? Is it making sense or not? If let's say I want to fetch data from here and send it, I will add a request receiver which will receive a fetch request from integration suite. And while sending, again, I will add a request receiver which is receiving a request of getting data delivered here. But this is source, this is target here. It's not a receiving system. It can also be source system. It also can be receiver system, but depends upon which type of call is happening. It's pull or push. Clear? You should have, guys, this level of clarity when you're learning, when you're doing things. Now, if you know all of these basics, actually, that is what the foundation comes from. Okay. Till now, if I ask anyone, people will say request sender means it is sending data. Receiver means it is receiving data. But no, I am fetching data from here. It is not receiving in this case. I can fetch in this. So why am I even teaching this? Why I'm saying this? Because you need data in this. There are two ways you can get data in this from a system. Either system itself send. If system is not capable of sending, then integration suite itself will go and fetch and then process, and then it will deliver to target. If my system is capable of sending, then you can use just this. Okay, now these are different functions. Let's say these are different. Gather, let's say data is coming from two places. Now I want to join data. I want to gather. I want to get data is coming from one system. I want to send to multiple systems. So multicast. I want to route the data. Let's say lot of data is coming, but I want to split the data. These are different functions we have. Okay. Now let's say I want to store the data and then send it. Let's say this system is sending a lot of data. Now this system cannot receive that much data. So you can maybe store in between here and then you can batch wise, you can process it. So for that, you have different things, right? So because of now see the incompatibility. This is sending so much of data. This cannot receive that much data. This is also one type of incompatibility. Or let's say this want to talk to this want to send data here. Now it can send data using any of this, right? Now this system, which is a receiver, request receiver, may don't know how this is sending. So now from here you will connect with different protocol. Correct. So just because of doing incompatibility issue due to communication, due to protocol, the way they understand data, the way they the amount of data need to be sent further, or it need to be stored and then send, right? Lot of things are there, right? Now this system understands email ID as a mail. This system understands email as a email. You need a mapping to be done with the attributes, right? You have to map attributes and then you can, otherwise email cannot go to any different attribute, right? So you have to do mapping also. So it also provides you different things where you can do create mapping and all in this. So this is the integration process where actually so now what I will do in our previous scenario, I will create one iFlow for this, right? In this is a sender system, this is a receiver system, right? But let's say what I want now. S4 want to fetch data from here and then send it to inventory. Then these two you will have to add on the receiver side. But in this you will say fetcher. It will fetch call. It means get call, and here you will say post call. If my website is not able to send, so I'll have to fetch it. Then I can use the integration suite here to fetch it and then send it here, right? So that is also possible, right? So from S4 HANA, so that also is possible. So I can fetch data from website and send it to S4. I can fetch data from S4, send it to inventory. If my S4 is not able to send, if they are able to send, then I will add this as a sender, and then this I will as a receiver. Clear, guys? Designing all of this, like making this is all the process, defining the process, how my data will go, how much it will go, which protocol it will follow. So those incompatibility actually you eliminate by converting them, changing them, and that's what you will define in this integration process. Sorry, any queries here? What we are doing with this? Yeah. One iFlow I'll create, one more iFlow I'll create, one more. So because multiple communication happening, right, between two systems. Any questions here? Please note down, this is not a sender system. Yeah. You can say that request sender system, not sender system. You cannot say data sender. It is a request sender. This is a request receiver, or these two. Clear? Note it down, please. Any questions?
Yeah, I have one question. This is Anil.
Yeah, Anil.
So, on the data front, we have to consider this request sender and then request receiver, right? With respect to the systems, because when we are doing an integration between the two systems or three systems, basically, the flow starts from the source and then flow ends with respect to receiver or the multiple receivers. So, with respect to that front, we have to call it as a source or the receivers.
You have to call full name. You cannot say just sender system. You have to get request sender system, which is sending data.
Exactly. Suppose in that case, I'll give an example. In that case, in our cases only, you have S4 and then receiver, and the receiving the data was receiving by some other inventory or DHL. Okay. So inventory, you can make it as a receiver 1 and receiver 2 is DHL. So in that way, so S4 is sending a data. So that means a sender system, right?
It's sender system. It's a request sender system, which is sending data. I will say this.
Exactly. So, okay, I'll agree with
complete.
that.
I will say this. I will never just say, let's say there is some data available here. Let's say I fetched data from here And start end is the same if there is nothing done here, correct? And if I get call from this sender, I can fetch data also in this, right?
Yes,
If I
basically
define
there
a
is a
get call in this,
two. Yeah,
if I define a
basically
get
there is
call,
a,
and if I
yeah,
fetch data something here, I can receive data in this, right?
yeah, that's what.
Then it's not sender system, right?
Understood, but there is a small, small tricky confusion here is right, for me itself. So when we wanted to fetch the data, so what we have to call when sender is, like the request sender is sending a data, what we have to call. So there is this quite a
So
bit of
there are multiple scenarios. Okay, let me tell you one scenario. Let's say the sender is not there. Okay, this is nothing. Okay, why? Why I will do this? Because my sender, this is sender system, this is receiver system. Let's say, like, or I will not say sender. From this place, data need to be sent to this place. Okay, just understand this much. Now it doesn't know how to send. Then how you will do? So you have to receive this, right, in this
yeah.
here. So I will use request reply. I will request data from here. We'll do the modification and send here. But see, I'm using it's a data source, but I'm adding here as a receiver. So I will run a job. So let's say every day I should run a job. Whatever data is getting updated, it should be fetched here and then we send it here, right? So there is no sender system. The sender system is not there. I use a timer here. I will run a job. This job will always trigger this system and fetch data. Will store it, modify it, split it, map it, and then we'll send here. Sender system itself is not there in this. These are two receiver request system from which one I'm fetching data and then I'm sending here. Correct?
Okay.
Right? So I will not say this is the receiver system then. This is the request receiver system which is getting a request to fetch data from here. This is the request receiver system which is getting request to be delivered data to here. Clear?
Yeah, but in our process integration or process orchestration, is that quite different, right? The said they can we can by
So
looking at
right
the
now I'm talking
integration.
about integration suite. So definitely maybe the PIPO have a different way of happening, right? So yeah, but this is what I'm talking about PIP integration suite right now.
Okay.
Okay, clear?
Yeah, thank you.
I hope it is clear to everyone. Nice. So guys, you have to think from here. I want to process data here. So I now what always either someone send it or I should fetch it or then I send it further because there either I need data in this and then finally after doing everything I need to send data from here. This is maximum you have to do. So can someone send to me or should I have to go and get it here, right? And guys, there is one scenario I am saying sender system can send it, but let's say there is system who want to receive, right? Let's say this I'm sending this is request sender. The request sender can send a request to receive it, but you see past process only starting here. Guys, this scenario is actually the standard integration scenarios where my source system knows how to consume that data. Okay, so if I add a sender here, okay, let's say I say sender here. What is this? Is a request sender. Now let's say my SAP Analytics Cloud want to fetch data from data sphere. Correct? So what I can do? I can say this is data sphere and this is SAC, and I will fetch data in this, and then SAC can consume it. Correct? Now, reverse order process cannot happen. Process will always start here, right? Reverse order process cannot happen. This is actually a scenario where standard connector will be used, right? SAC will directly use connectors of data sphere because SAC know how to consume it. So it will not go to integration suite anyway. There is no use of it. So that's why generally whenever you're sending data inside this, sender will send, or you're receiving data processing sending, then the receiver request you will use. Okay, so all integration scenarios, standard integration scenarios follows that my SAC sending request to data sphere to fetch data. Why? Directly. It doesn't need middleware because it knows how to consume that data. So fourth scenario is not applicable integration suite, which is standard integration concept. This one. But all three other is falling here. where you're sending data, modifying it, and then sending, or you're receiving data, modifying and sending. A system want to fetch from a system directly can fetch. If it has a direct connector, and that direct connector actually falls in this category. You directly fetch it. A request is coming to fetch it. And here you can fetch data from here to here, but then there is no process you can define, because reverse process you cannot define, right? In this process always starts from here and end here. But if you don't define any process, then you can use this concept also, even in standard integration. Correct. I can use SAC, can request here to this, and this can request to datasphere, and then data will come. But why I will do this then? I'll directly reach out to datasphere and fetch it, because this guy know how to consume that data. It is compatible system with this. Clear? And that's why for all the system who fetch the data, to use it, we never go with this integration suite. We directly connect, because if it is fetching data, it know how to use it, or it know how to fetch it. And that's where standard integrations comes in a picture. Clear? Guys, I know I don't have time to go and show all of this, otherwise I would have shown, but this concept is really important. People doesn't know. Okay, at least in integration suite perspective. Okay, so just wanted to include this. So guys, this is your CPI, cloud platform integration, where you'll create iFlow and you will make this iFlow work multiple, understand, maybe 50,000 or maybe 1 million iFlows are running across the landscape, right? It could be the case, right? Because you have, let's say, 100 systems, there are 1,000 business cases running between those 100 systems, and for each business cases you might have 50 50 3 3 4 4 10 10 iFlows running, and all making happening centrally on this one place is called integration suite, and that to CPI. Okay, so CPI is one of the capabilities of integration suite. So I just wanted to show you, let me go to home page of integration suite. This home page shows you all the capabilities your integration suite has. See, build integration scenarios means CPI, iFlow creation, iFlow package creation, API management, trading partner management, right? Mapping, interface mapping and all. And access migration, right? Migration assessment or SS migrations, right? The different, I was telling you, right? These are the different capabilities we have, right? And they all are available there. Okay, so we just covered what is CPI, that part. Okay, now I will come to the next one is event mesh. Sorry, API management. Now, guys, what happened? Okay, now let's say this cloud integration itself. In cloud integration, there are many systems want to send data to, right? Right, many systems want to send data. So now CPI offers you a API which you can deploy, which you can create. So generally integration, so now you need data into CPI, and another system want to send data here. Okay, so now another system want URL of this in iFlow where it can send data, right? So you guys, in we say API, in general terms I'm saying URL. So it needs URL. So you have created one iFlow, two iFlow, three iFlow, four iFlow, five iFlow. Once you deploy the iFlow, it gives you a URL using which you can target that URL. Okay, and then you can send data. So sender system want to send data. So you have to expose this real URL to outside world. Because let's say the DHL want to send data, or any third party system, Zoho want to send data. It's a CRM tool, right? And now it need to consume this URL. So now let's say you don't want to expose this URL, real URL. And not only this, so in integration suite, you might have 50,000 iFlows created. Many of them have they provide a URL to which a sender systems can send data. And these all URLs are actually, it's a unique, they are a very critical URLs, guys. You cannot allow anyone to just go and send data here. So you want to make it very secure, and you don't want to expose this URL to outside world. This is one problem. Second, not only here, but let's say the success factor is there, right? A success factor or S4 or Ariba. Let's say any target system want to directly target the URLs of success factor. Now, success factor is your internal system. You don't want to reveal your real URL of success factor, real URL for success Ariba, or real URL for Concur or Fieldglass or S4 or Marketing Cloud, Sales Cloud, Commerce Cloud, whatever. You don't want to expose of these real URLs to outside. You can actually use API management here. Yeah. The complete cloud integration itself can you work as a the provider of API. So now let's say a system want to consume the one of the URL here, or two of the five of the URL, right? Which is hosted by CPI, right? Now CPI will be added as a API provider here. API provider. So five API, let's say one system want to integrate. So five API will expose here. Okay, we'll add this integration suite as a API provider. Now we'll create a proxy API of this real APIs. Proxy. And proxy means will provide a custom URL. We'll change the URL. Here there is a you can say masking we can create. We'll say proxy. So we'll add this system, this system, this system, this system as a API providers here. Yeah. And the each system have lot of data. Success factor will have compensation data, employee related data, lot of API they offers for different types of data they have stored, right? Ariba will give lot of APIs to fetch data from here. Invoice related data you want to fetch from Ariba, right? Any order related purchase requisition related data you want, any target system. So these all will provide API. So we'll add all of this system as a API provider here, and then we'll create an API proxy for each API we have. Okay, right? API proxy. Now let's say a system, there is one third party system who is looking for some APIs from this, some API from this, some API from this, or may not looking any API from this. So we can define a product here, API product, and we can bundle some API from this, some API from this, or only from this, or all permutation combination you can choose. So we'll create API products here. And this API products actually see using this proxy API, and we have changed the URL while creating proxy. Now my real URL are not exposed. Now any source systems, let's say DHL want to fetch data, right? So fetch data. So using this API, it can fetch data, but see now DHL people or third party people are not able to see the real APIs. Yeah. So managing all APIs across your organization. So if I open my diagram, success factor, Ariba, Fieldglass, Concur, Signavio, all of this on-premise system, these IBP, digital manufacturing cloud, IAG, all these systems provide API so that many outside system can consume the data from them. Then you can actually manage all APIs centrally within integration suite using API management. Let's take one more example, Google Maps, right? Google Maps let allow Swiggy, Zomato, food delivery application to consume API and use Google Map within their app. And so using these APIs, so using these products, you can actually keep a pricing on this product. Okay. And people can go and do the payment and then can go and consume your APIs. Let's say that public service you're providing behind the scene, right? Let's say you are a company who manages data, and Maruti needs data of a mobile industry, sorry, like automobile manufacturing industries data or marketing data, sales data. It needs from general public, right? So some data providers will actually keep the data in their backend system. They will host API, and now Maruti can go and pay and consume this API, right? So managing, securing the API, managing the API in organized way, using it for monetary purpose, all of that you can manage in the API management. And this is a separate service provided by SAP, right? So if I go in integration suite, you have separate section here for API configure. So you can configure API. So let's say I want to fetch a data from S4, right? Any third party system. Now S4 can provide O data service I can consume. So I can actually come and create S4 as a O data provider, API provider. Once it is, I will add a, sorry, one second. So I will first go APIs, one second, guys. So I'll create API provider. I will say S4. Now I will go and create API proxy on top of it. And then that API proxy I will bundle in a product. So guys, I don't have time to go and show all of that product. And those, let's say, okay. And why I will create a product? I will maybe scenario. There is a scenario in which APIs are needed from this. So for that particular scenario, I'm creating one product. For other scenario, I'm creating second product. Other scenario, I'm creating third product. Right? So you'll add API provider, you'll create a proxy, and then also Let's say this system follows basic authentication, but here you can, in proxy, you can configure the OAuth based authentication, certificate based authentication. So let's say your target, your system doesn't have very good security capabilities. It can be, let's say there is a problem, it is a legacy system, it doesn't have functionality, very quite security, good security features with it, right? Authentication, authorizations and all. So see, at a proxy level you can actually authenticate very securely, and then further translate that security to the basic security it follows, and then that's how the communication will happen. So you are also creating a security layer here using this API management. So I can talk multiple things here, right? But I don't have that much of time, but I just wanted to give a gist of it, that this is the part. Here you will add the APIC, Northwind audit API, or I can go and create S4 system as a API provider, Ariba as API provider, SuccessFactors as API provider, or my cloud integration suite itself API provider, so that my target system can send my request sender system can send data in my iFlow, then I can process it and send into further landscape, right? So I can manage all the APIs here. Okay. So this is your API management we can use. Now I'll go to event mesh, third capability. Any questions here, guys? I will go to event mesh. Let's
Ankit,
take a, yeah.
sorry. So can you please go back to the API management screen?
Yeah.
So here API proxies and API provided certificates, right? So basically, when we are providing an API to the external system, so we will create an API and we will giving those API details to the
Yes. So
external
we'll
system.
actually create API provider. So real API will be listed here. Okay.
Yes.
Real
Yeah.
API connection, right? But then
Yeah.
here I will come in proxy, I'll create a proxy API and say it is asking me to select which provider you want to create a proxy API for, right?
Mhm.
So it's one provider added. Now I've seen it is giving me a different URL. Now the real
Mhm.
URL which I have used using in like adding the provider, right? That got
Yes.
changed. So now this URL I will share. Now also I can actually configure the security better here for this level, right? I can create security policies, can make OAuth mechanism, OAuth based authentication, certificates based authentication, right? Multiple authentication method we can use, right? All of that. I can create policies, security policy, and all I can do. And then I will come and I will go to developer portal here, developer hub. There and I can create a product, and then that all will be then visible. So like SAP have to see api.sap.com. This is SAP's portal. So see a success factor, Ariba, all API they have listed here. This all API. See S4HANA customer like Hybris API, Sales Cloud, Commerce Cloud, Marketing Cloud, BTP API, Success Factor API, Ariba API, right? So this is nothing but the developer hub SAP have created. But you will create your own developer hub for your internal organization, right? This is actually created by API management, only SAP have created. This one. API management SAP is using and have created this. Similarly, like this, you will create, because there might be some custom application you have deployed running on BTP, right? And that custom application need to be accessed from outside. Then custom application APIs also you can register here. Clear?
Yeah.
So you need your internal portal which manage your internal APIs. Clear?
Okay, so we should not share that original URL, but we are just masking up that URL with another URL, and then we are sharing to the external system by
And
using
changing,
the
also changing security mechanism. Also, I can use monetary purpose, many things, or I can centrally monitor all the communication happening across my landscape at one place, right? Let's say I added 15 system as API provider. There are 15 system consuming different systems APIs. Maybe every second 50,000 API calls are happening between them. So we have a centralized place also to monitor all the communication using APIs, whatever is happening, right?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I mean, like, is there any controlling of the size of the data level, right? So in API, I mean, like,
So
suppose
it's
we
just
wanted to just
yeah. So now in between, so now see data is getting actually sent here in integration suite now.
Hmm.
If let's say you are using integration suite to integrate, so integration suite API itself you can keep secure here, and which is connected to target system then, and you are processing here integration suites you can store. So storage and all will come then integration suite. They both will work together. See, that's why I have separate box separate for integration suite. It may have it may have, let's say, many iFlows created. Okay. And then actually target system, this also can be happening, right? Target system is this, right? Right now, directly target system, you can keep it here. But let's say if you want to store the data and all in between and process it, split it, then send, then you can use the cloud integration between this API. It will consume, then cloud integration process will start, modification all will happen, storage will happen, batch processing then will happen, and will send it to the target system. You can use this also, or you can directly use it. So if you're actually the communication and directly happening with this and this is making sure that the management of that, that's all. It is not storing the data in this.
No, the data limitation with respect to API, how much it has to be
No,
allowed.
it doesn't. It's just a URL, right? It is directly reaching out to this actually. Okay. So now you say, yes, there are resources you can configure in API management and all. Okay. So you're saying how much data can be transferred through this API, right? That's what you're saying. Are you
Yes.
talking about that?
No. See, suppose the API, we can able to limit that API, how much data can be allowed to integration suite.
Yes, those all you can do that all. So that's what this I'm giving overview. I don't want to go
Mm.
in that depth. That's why we offer a total 55 hours of training for integration suite.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'll go
Here,
to
Ankit,
event mesh.
one
Yeah.
more question here. So where is this product concept come into the API management?
So
So in the
actually we have
configuration,
option.
where we can see that products are defined.
Okay. So you can, okay. So first of all, you have developer hub here. Let me see if I have enabled my access. No. This one, developer hub I have to open. Developer hub. Let me see if access is assigned to me.
So this the URLs like proxy URLs we will create in the products or in the API proxies.
A proxy. Okay. So first no. Okay. No, will not create it. Will a real URL will be here. Then
Okay.
proxy at a API provider level. And these products will have a proxy APIs only available here, not real APIs. Here only we are creating proxy APIs, right? Let's say I have 10 API providers here. Each of them, let's say, are providing 10 APIs, right? So 10 multiplied 100 API proxies has been created here. And permutation combination of 100 API proxy, we can bundle them as a product here. So this product is having the proxy APIs which will be visible in the portal. See, I opened, I guess. So see something like a blank, right? Because nothing is created. So it will see product one, product two, product three. Like see, SAP have created see products. If I go back, see all the product you see and see SuccessFactors is a product, Ariba is a product. Now if I go inside, you see the APIs. These are APIs for invoicing related. They have bundled. Now how this API? So you will see if I go inside this, you will see that this will show the proxy API, not the real API detail. This will show the proxy API detail, not real API.
So under
Clear?
product, the API proxies will be available. So you mean
Yes, yeah. API proxies. So it's just saying it is providing you organized portal to be able to consume these proxy API. That's all you can say.
okay,
Right?
got it.
It's providing a UI to you. It's making it very organized. Depending upon scenarios, standard scenarios, or custom scenarios, you can create and make it available. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Now I will go to event mesh. What is event mesh? So guys, what happens? Let's say I will take example of, let's say Naukri.com is one portal. We have Indeed, we have LinkedIn. There are multiple portals are there. Okay. Now in this portal, multiple HRs are adding the job requirements, right? Job requirements. Now these jobs could be, let's say, integration consultant job in SAP, BTP administrator, BTP solution architect. Now there are many people who are interested to apply for this job. Now, whenever a recruiter add a job here, it should be notified to the relevant people. So if let's say added solution architect job here or here or here, it should be notified to all the people who are expecting to know about there is a there is a solution architect job profile is available in this company. So to manage all of this, to organize it, you need an event mesh here to manage this event. Now, what you can do in this event, what you can do, you can create some topics. Topics like I will say solution architect job, solution arc job. Okay. You can create a basis job topic, basis job. Okay. Or you can again create a, or let me make it a more broader. Let's say SAP jobs. Okay. And AWS jobs and Azure jobs. Let me like this, make it like this. Okay. It means now this person like can, so you can add this as a message client provider, right? The message provider, you can add this as a message provider. And what you can do, let's say, so this topic I created, so what it can do, it can send that as soon as a separated job come here, it will send this. Maybe in Indeed also, there is a separated job came, it will send here. In LinkedIn also, a SAP related job came, it will send here. So there is a topic of SAP, all SAP job. If it is getting created, you can actually create a topic here, and every topic will get a URL, which is hosted on event mesh. Okay. Now these LinkedIn, Indeed, or any other recruitment platform will send that, hey, the job has been created for SAP. Now if AWS job will come, it will send here. If AWS job come, then again this also will send here, right? Now in this, what you can say, you can create a, now you can create a multiple topic within this. So topic, sorry, queue, sorry. This is topic, right? And this is queue. Now all basis related job, I want to send in this queue. I will say basis. All integration related job I'll keep here. All automation related job I'll send here. Now these people, maybe there are 10 people are interested in basis job, so they should subscribe this. They should. There are 10 people maybe, but maybe there are other people interested in this job, automation job, they will subscribe this. Right? So this is event publisher, this is event receiver, and the event management is happening. So it means as soon as they will send a job here, it will come to here. Then this can subscribe to this topic. This also can subscribe to this topic, or AWS related topic I will create, which will subscribe to this. Azure related, they will subscribe. It will come here. And in this, actually, to manage, you can use integration suite in this. If SAP job is coming a basis job, send it to basis queue. If it is coming as in integration job, send it to integration suite, right? And send it to, and now these subscriber have subscribed it already. So, and see, there are 20 jobs, let's say 5 jobs for basis came here, 6 job for basis came here, and 2 jobs for basis came here. It will all will be sent to SAP. Then SAP will add all of them in a queue, and this all will keep notifying or in real time to these subscriber who have subscribed it, right? So now you see, and also let's say these guys don't know how to subscribe. Again, you can use this CPI iFlow. It will deliver here, and then you can send it to the target. Then CPI also you can use in between. Now, let's say you don't want to expose these queues APIs to outside Indeed, LinkedIn, and all, right? You can use API management here to manage all these APIs in there if you want to. Here, see, this is how all of three will work together, right? Because you don't want to send all the job, right? There are multiple queue. So basis job you want to send here. So there should be a way. Now this iFlow will target this request receiver, this request receiver, this request receiver, this request receiver will use their separate URL, maybe and then send it accordingly. Correct data, right? And also let's say in LinkedIn, name, a lot of details are coming for the customer, but it just want to send some detail to investors, right? All not details. So you want to split here with the integration suite. Again, here also you can use integration suite. Whatever data is coming, you first split and then send it further. You don't want to. So API management also you can use here, and then CPI again you can use here. iFlows you can use here. Everywhere you can use a CPI API management. These also are small. Again, you can say request receiver, request sender. These all are behaving as the same, right? You cannot call them again as a sender because now CPI you're using in between. So you will say sender system. No, this is a topic. Topic cannot be a system, right? It's just that's why I've been saying that request receiver, request sender entity. It could be a system. It could be a topic. It could be a queue. It could be anything. Clear? Why I'm saying you should not call sender system, receiver system. No. Yeah, I know everyone is calling that and everyone understand that. But if I say actually what is actual, it should be like this actually. Okay, guys. So this is your event mesh, which you can do. Use this. I can take a SAP specific scenario. Order is getting placed. Now it should be sent to S4. It should be a notification should be sent to S4, should be sent to marketing system so that we can do analytics on top of it and can do the marketing decisions we can take, right? We can send to customer portal where I can use all this for event mesh because customer team also need the use the data of the sales, what happened in customer, right? How if the call come, how they will know. So customer portal. So order gets generated in website. I want to send it to S4 also. I want to send it to marketing system also. I want to send it to customer portal as well. These three systems should be updated. I can use event mesh to do that, broadcast all those the multiple places, and then can use API management. Sorry, a CPI in between even to modification and all that also we can do. If I want to split data, modify data, change data, all of it that we can do. Or directly also you can do.
Ankit here regarding the event mesh. So again, event mesh, we need a separate subscription or it is part of cloud integration?
Yeah, it's a no, it's right now it's not integration suite. It's a separate subscription. You see, this is the message client. Let's say I can use a S4 as a message client. Anyone which can send data or can receive finally we can add as a message client. And if I go into message client, we can create a topics, we can create a queues. 1 second, I guess for a long time. Yeah, it comes as a separate. To answer it, it comes as separate. So actually, when in training we provide license system access to event mesh. Actually, because it's not available for free. CPI and event API management available for free. So you see, there are queues available. See, three queues means one system is dating data, but then you need to send it to three different places because those systems needs from that data, right? And then these queues have subscribed the topics. This topic is there. So in this topic, source message client sending data, and then it is coming to this topic, and then all three queues have subscribed this single topic. As soon as message will come here, will be delivered to the target. A target could be a CPI again, or target could be the target system. So these all will learn and understand there are different ways webhooks we use to send data, or API CPI can fetch data, right, and then send it, or you deliver data to CPI and then CPI send it. All of that, all you can do and configure here in this event mesh.
Yeah, Ankit, Sudhir here. One question, so does it allow reprocessing of the events?
Yes, you have options. So you can actually, while creating queue, you have to select a backup queue also you can select. Okay. Whatever is getting
Okay.
failed will keep getting stored in a backup one, and then you can actually process it.
Can we automate it or just to manually process, later?
So those both options. Now you can also, let's say whatever problems are there that you're storing in different queue, then maybe why it is problem, maybe the data is coming, some custom data is also coming. So maybe you want to use in between CPI to then change data and then send it further. All those you mix match you can do.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Okay. So this is your event mesh, guys. What is next? So CPI, API management, event mesh. Actually, I have a session in next 13 minutes for BTP admin and security. But I don't have that much of time. But let me cover whatever is possible. Let's cover integration suite and migration. Okay, what is that? So guys, what is this? This is especially made for customers who already have PIPO. So they may be having PIPO. Again, this PIPO already have been getting used to integrate lot of systems. Many iFlows has been created, but it is running in on-premise. Now your integration suite is running in a cloud, right? Now integration suite offers lot of good functionality. Guys, I don't have time. I can talk 1 hour and I can compare this why integration suite is better, but I don't have that much of time. So that's why I will not able to do it, but I want to just tell you the gist of it. Okay. Now SAP says that I will not support for this in next 2-3 years. You have to migrate from integration. Also, it's good because integration suite offers a lot of good capabilities, right? So now SAP have given in integration suite, it has given you two different tools, which is called integration assessment and migration. Okay, integration assessment, what you can do, you can actually use a cloud connector, okay, here in your on-premise system network, okay, and you can connect your cloud connector. You can connect this sub account in which integration is running in cloud connector through your PIPO system, right? And you can fetch all the APIs which is available here in this in assessment tool. And it's an assessment tool which is very smart. It analyzes and it will tell you what all the integration suite, what the iFlows you have developed are compatible in integration suite, that you can keep it. Rest all you have to manually create it. So on more tool is comes like migration tool, right? So let's say there are, just to understand hypothetical scenario, you have 20 iFlow and 10 iFlow are compatible integration suite as well, which is developed in PIPO. So you can actually use a migration to migrate it in integration suite. Okay, but rest 10 which is available, you have to recreate it here again. And to make sure this all happen, then you have to you have to do all these integrations and it will happen. Okay, so generally this is a use of migration assessment and and then migration tool which will actually migrate things. So whatever compatible you will migrate it, whatever not compatible you redevelop it. There is no other way.
Ankit, one question here. So in PO, we have ESR and ID. ICOs we created in ID, right? So when we are migrating from on-premise to cloud, like in CA, so how we need to proceed for ESR?
Okay.
Because
So
in
one more thing I would
CA,
like to
we
tell,
don't
maybe I would
have
have
any
told.
ESR.
Okay. Okay. So guys, actually, I'm a BTP administrator, security, DevOps consultant. I am also a BTP solution architect. So like this, I know integration suite, I know DataSphere, SAC, build process automation, build apps, Joule, AI capabilities, all of them on BTP, like at this level. Okay. But I am not a integration consultant in depth. That's why Varun is a person, trainer who will take your sessions, and I would not able to handle that query. I'm really sorry. I don't know.
Because
Okay, so
we
I maybe because
we
Varun generally he's having 20 years of experience and he is working on integration technologies from last 2013 approx, and on HCI when SAP launched he's working from that time on integration suite in 2015 approx, and he has mastery in implementation level knowledge across all these tools. Okay, he himself is enterprise architect. He delivers our session. So if you're interested in sessions to review his recordings, there are all recording by he only, and I have learned whatever I know about a integration suite. I have learned from him whatever I know
okay.
about integration suite.
So
So generally he takes
so
session. He was
actual
not
training will
available.
be done by Varun.
Yeah, actually will be done by see right now he's taking the session. Integration suite training is running
Pankaj,
right now. This one.
I have just subscribed to your channel. Whether these trainings are available there also, because maybe I missed
No, it's
these trainings.
just basics, CPI overview, API management overview, event mesh overview, API migration overview, open connectors overview, is integrated. We have it's just 5-6 hours, but we teach you 55 hours of very detailed session on all of this tool.
So for getting an idea only, just as you mentioned.
Yeah,
So
yes,
whether
getting idea
recordings are
only,
available
yes.
on that
Yes.
particular channel. Okay.
Yes, idea, it's there in YouTube channel. See, it's there, right? I open my YouTube channel only. See, it is available here.
Okay, sure,
Maybe
sure.
not all of what I'm discussing, but it is available. It's in overview level, most of the tools available. Okay. Yeah. And guys, we are starting tomorrow
Yeah.
only integration suite training. And I already have 14 people enrolled in the batch. And if anyone of you are interested to join this training, and this is Varun's feedback. Okay. He have done all of this training, and he is really a master, I would say. He's taking sessions with me from last 3.5,
So
4 years.
sorry to interrupt. I maybe missed the starting of this session. but this integration is suitable for which kind of consultancy? So
PIPO
I am
consultant or at BTP
I am
who
a
are
SAP
already
basis.
administrator security but wanted to have extra skill. So I have a slide for that. This one. So SAP PIPO people actually can go and do on this, but BTP administrator, BTP developers, or any developer, they also can go and target this. Why? Because guys, now they need, you should know most of more skill, and integration suite is the hottest job in market right now across the globe. If you say, Ankit, can you say me which has the most job in BTP? I would say development and integration suite job are
More
the
than
most
admin,
jobs. And otherwise, we
which you
offer
are
training on
teaching.
BTP admin, security, and all of it.
I think you teach admin, right? Admin part and security part,
I teach admin, security, and solution architect. I teach.
but you are suggesting this particular integration suite. Is it the case?
Integration suite are for the people who are from PIPO background, but they want to have additional skill, want to start with integration because the market is hot. This is my training reviews. Admin,
Okay, but
security,
you
all of
mentioned
this.
admin also here in this that slide you mentioned. There you have spoke about admin people also, like
Yeah, we
admin
have.
also.
Yeah, admin also can learn. With someone
Admin
who is at
can
why
join.
see the way,
Should
if I'm
have the
teaching that way, anyone can learn actually.
no, not
I
admin,
can teach
not
fresher
admin.
also.
I am telling about this integration only. Admin, BTP admin person, a BTP admin guy should also have the knowledge of integration. You mean to say? Is this the
I'll
case?
tell you, no. For integration purpose, see these all integrations, whatever happening like standard integration with integration suite to target system, integration suite to target system, that you have to do. These all you have to do cloud connector configuration, all integration, connecting integration with any cloud integration suite. Integration with something is different thing. Developing integrations is something different thing. So integration suite administrator you have to do as a BTP admin. But if you want to have extra skill apart from BTP admin security, I tell you, people have learned 2 years back admin security with me, but now they are master of integration suite as well. And they're really doing very well because now they have admin also, security also, integration suite also. And some of them learning DevOps also. 445, who is stopping you to learn, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So you can learn. I'm not saying you can learn, but what is target audience, exact target audience is, and I will tell you, PIPO. I will tell you why developers should learn this. It will be very easy for them. The developer develop these API endpoints. Who develop these API? Who the person who develop this application, they only create API endpoint, right? So they know how to consume APIs. They know how a API can behave. It's very easy for a developer to upskill on integration suite as well. Okay.
With one query. So, are you covering any real-time scenarios in the course curriculum? Like,
You will get tired of real-time scenarios. So many real-time scenarios.
and how about that Groovy scripting and XLT?
Yes,
Something?
we'll cover Google scripting always. So all these palette functions. So all these palette functions, what you see, everything very well covered, and the Groovy scripting also covered. Encryptor, decryptor, security, all is covered. API management is covered. Event mesh is covered. CPI is covered. We are really taking 55 hours of time.
Okay.
Okay, and currently integration suite training is going on. The last batch is running. It is going to get over maybe tomorrow. And there are 29 people in the batch, and current batch already I have approximately 13 people enrolled. But some people are not interested in BTP basics. They will enroll for after 2 to 3 sessions, because initially we teach you BTP basics. So guys, we also teach you BTP basics, where I'll clearly tell you this every single option you see in a global account, sub account, everything with scenarios I will cover, because guys, this helps. Okay, in system landscape, again, integration suite is involved somewhere in system landscape also, if you show in the cockpit. So BTP basics is really, really important to cover. Why you install, why there are a lot of instances you subscribe using while doing integration suite, right? Then what is the meaning of it? That all, if we will look at this every single option, every single letter written in screen, in sub account, global account, will very well covered in integration suite training as well, initially in 5 6 hours, 7 hours. Okay, and then we'll go in depth of integration suite. Okay.
Okay.
So guys, this is all about I want to deliver today. I know I have not been able to cover one more thing. It's there, edge integration cell. Maybe you look at this video, you will get very good idea. I have a session in starting in 2 minutes. That's why I'm not able to cover. Yeah, but if you guys want to talk to me, or you can reach out to me on this, or I already have pinged that in this in the chat. If you want to look at it,
Can you please
you want to
ping
contact
this
me.
all the detail again? I'm not getting all those chats. What is
Sorry,
that? Please ping all those details again one more time in the chat, or anyone can just copy
I
paste
just
that.
pinged it. I just pinged it. Check now, please.
So I cannot see as per my understanding whosoever.
Take
I
a
just got
screenshot of this screen if you want to connect. Okay, and also guys, maybe let me show you the plan. Okay, so these are curriculum integration suite training curriculum. So this is your integration suite training curriculum. Okay, before this we'll teach you BTP basics also. Okay, and then it will start cloud integration, iFlow security part, then all these adapters we are going to cover, then mapping, API based integration development, monitoring and operation, data storage, model extension, Groovy we are covering, then API management we are covering, and then event mesh administration, event mesh development, both we are covering. Okay, all of these are getting covered in this, along with BTP basics.